afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3, and a special welcome to all our listeners on the TBC Radio Network. I'm Ryan Beachu. Top of the news this afternoon. Psychiatrist Dr. Varma Dayal Singh says many families are caught between a rock and a hard place when it comes to convincing their loved ones to get help when involved in unhealthy relationships. This comes after a Claxton Bay mother of two, Angel Lutchman, lost her life by the hands of her partner yesterday after being involved in a turbulent relationship. And just 3 weeks after Councillor Ramona Victor and her common-law husband, Rodney Ramsumir, were found dead at their Superior home in what police believe was also a murder-suicide. Dr. Dayal Singh says it is often very difficult for families to intervene.
When would a slap lead to a homicide? And this is where sometimes we are challenged as caregivers, as social warriors out there. How do we see which of these relationships will reach that dangerous level? How do we pull people in to help? How do we need, get people to report? Because, Jason, what we have found is a woman may get abused 35 times before she goes and reach help to the police officer.
Dr. Dayal Singh adds that many women want help but are often reluctant to pursue legal action against abusers.
Most of those women who die by homicide, you find that sometimes more than half of them, about 55% of them, would have reached out sometimes to the police officers, making a call, but they do so hesitantly. And even when they do so, sometimes they change their minds when things are ready to go legally, they will go back with the guys. So this is a problem we are having where we recognize an individual, a family that may need help, but sometimes the woman seems to be psychologically trapped into that relationship.
Mark Lutchman, the brother of Angel Lutchman, says he pleaded with his sister to leave the relationship. The tragic incident was witnessed by the woman's 7-year-old son. Director General of the International Air Transport Association, Willie Walsh, is today condemning the use of airspace as economic and political weapons by some governments, saying it is, quote, inappropriate and unacceptable. He urged governments to follow established international procedures and emphasized that safety decisions rest with each individual airline. His comments come 2 weeks after U.S. President Donald Trump declared in a social media post that Venezuelan airspace should be considered closed, despite the U.S. having no legal jurisdiction over Venezuela's airspace. Venezuela's foreign ministry has called Trump's comments, quote, another extravagant, illegal and unjustified aggression against the Venezuelan people. Walsh was speaking at IATA's Global Media Day in Geneva. Organizers of the second vigil for peace at Woodford Square over the weekend say they will continue to be a voice for those afraid to speak out against what they call as U.S. imperialism. They spoke with CNC3 News as a cross-section of society came out to voice their displeasure over the United States war on drugs. The organizers labeled the double tapping by the U.S. as murder, saying this country is being dragged into an investigation over the Prime Minister's claim to kill supposed drug traffickers violently. They called for the region to remain peaceful, and while attendance was not vast, organizer Abeo Jackson says the movement is about raising political awareness. The government has ordered the University of Trinidad and Tobago to scrap its Christmas and end-of-year events, tightening controls on public spending at state entities, including Heritage Petroleum. UTT was formally instructed not to proceed with any Christmas or end-of-year functions funded by the state. In a December 5th letter to Acting President Professor Reen Maharaj, Minister of Tertiary Education and Skills Training Prakash Prasad says government funding should not be utilized to support expenses associated with Christmas and or end-of-year functions because of the current economic climate. Heritage also advised employees that its Christmas at Heritage event, which had been scheduled for December 10th at the Pointe-a-Pierre Staff Club, will no longer take place. Sources have also told Guardian Media that NGC will not host end-of-year functions. A 68-year-old businessman underwent emergency surgery after he was shot in his thigh as he fought with a bandit on Monday morning. Police say the businessman was carrying over $100,000 in cash and 3 checks which he intended to deposit at a bank around 8:30 a.m. However, as he approached his car, which was parked on Boundary Road, San Juan, he was confronted by a man with a gun. The businessman reportedly threw the bag with cash inside the car and struggled with the bandit, who shot him in his right leg. The bandit then grabbed the bag of cash from inside the car and ran away. The wounded man was taken to hospital, where it was then doctors realized that the bullet struck the screen of his cellular phone, helping to minimize the impact of the bullet. San Juan police are continuing inquiries. Police are working to identify the body of a woman which was found in St. Joseph on Monday night. Police say officers received a report of a body at Val St. Trace around 7:40 p.m. The officers went to a bushy area near the St. Joseph Presbyterian Church, where they found the body of a woman of African descent, medium built and dark brown in complexion. Investigators say the woman was approximately 5 feet 9 inches in height, had short black hair, and was wearing a black and brown jacket. Police noted that there were no clear marks of violence on the body. The Couva Carnival Committee is calling for support from the government as well as the Couva business community. Chairman Ramchan Rajpal Maharaj says Couva Carnival has been growing but lacks the required funding. At the launch of the 2026 Couva Carnival over the weekend, Maharaj says he expects the customary 15 bands to cross the stage for Juve and around 12 for the main bass presentation. But with registration ongoing, he expects those numbers to increase, and with increased numbers comes increased costs. Maharaj says the Couva Carnival Committee has the potential to put on the best regional carnival, but has been underfunded for many years.
This year we are looking for $480,000 to make things happen for Couva Carnival. Because over the years, the masqueraders, the pan players, the midnight robbers, you name it, the traditional masks have been shortchanged for to get back what they have put out. And this year, we are saying that we are seeking the sponsorship from CSP corporates, social, responsible people in the estate, the business community to chip in.
Maharaj is also pleading with the police to allow the carnival festivities to run its full course. He says police officers have developed a habit of shutting down celebrations before the scheduled time. He says this is unfair to masqueraders who have invested their money.
We have to address the police officers of how they're stopping the mass, and when the people are having a good time, we say that we need to collaborate together. We want to form a partnership with the law enforcement so that once the mass and there's peace and people are reveling in a peaceful manner, we should go the extent of the carnival time period.
The 2026 launch took place at the Couva Joylanders Pan Theatre on Saturday. Stay with us here on the Midday News. When we come back, we have the latest in sport for you.
Into the Christmas season at Tile Depot. 12 by 12 tiles, $750. 17 by 17, $975. 18 by 18, $995. 20 by 20, $15.95. And 22 by 22, only $20. Visit Tile Depot Limited, Bagney Trace Chase Village. Call 234-4402.
Unwrap the biggest Christmas sale of the year. Complete a single vision eyewear from just $279. Or complete single vision transition lenses with designer frames for only $699. Available while stocks last. And many more in-store specials available. Only at Seaview Optical.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Bring the magic home this Christmas with Gmar Home Furnishers. Enjoy up to 30% off store-wide and make your home shine this season. from elegant furniture to modern appliances and more. Shop online and stay tuned to our social media pages for exciting weekly sale drops. Take advantage of our extended opening hours all Christmas season at our El Dorado and California showrooms. Call 235-4925 for more information or visit us in store. G-Mar Home Furnishers, best value for your money.
Welcome back in news of sport. Defense Force FC will know its fate when the draw for the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup comes off in Miami, Florida tonight. The Tetron boys finished third to book a spot alongside winners Mount Pleasant FC of Jamaica. 19 of the 27 clubs from the United States, Canada and Mexico have been placed in two pots. The Army is in pot 2. The draw is scheduled for 8 p.m. this evening. West Indies captain Roston Chase is looking forward for a better performance from his team in the second test against New Zealand that bowls off at Christchurch in New Zealand at the Basin Reserve in Wellington this evening. Chase is hoping West Indies can take advantage of the understrength New Zealand, who are nursing a few injuries ahead of the second test. All right, stay with us here on the Midday News. When we come back, we'll have the latest regionally for you.
What is BioStrath? And what makes BioStrath unique? BioStrath is a general wellness elixir. BioStrath is based on fermented Strath herbal yeast. It is produced over a 2-month period by feeding friendly yeast cells with a mixture of herbs and nutrients. This process, which the yeast cells undergo, allows them to absorb 61 micronutrients, which can then be easily transferred to your body for your general well-being. Because of this process, BioStrath makes all nutrients more bioavailable to your body. This makes BioStrath unique. With BioStrath, the body can absorb far more of the nutrients from your diet and supplements, giving the body superior benefits. Improve your overall health and well-being with BioStrath Premium Elixir for every age and every stage of life.
Step into a world of opportunities at CTS College, where education is beyond academics. Winner of over 50 world prizes, as well as ACTT Student Service Award. It's a college of your choice for quality education, guaranteed to unlock your true potential. Internationally recognized degree programs. Choose a degree that is right for you. Come in for your free career guidance session and start your future today with CTS College.
It's the ultimate Parang celebration. Join the fun and make every moment light up your season. Pan Parang competition, Sunday, December 21st at 8:30 p.m. on CNC3.
The Pan American Health Organization is warning Caribbean countries to strengthen preparations as flu and other respiratory viruses begin to rise. PAHO says influenza A cases are increasing, with H1N1 most common in the Caribbean and H3N2 circulating widely in the U.S. and Canada. So far, there has been no major rise in severe cases. Countries are urged to improve surveillance, ensure early testing and treatment, and prepare hospitals for any possible increase. Bill Gates is among the international philanthropists and leaders making a major donation to help fund the fight against polio. The group is pledging $1.9 billion towards the cause. It's money towards an effort that's expected to vaccinate 370 million children against the disease. The Global Polio Eradication Initiative was started in 1988 and has reduced polio cases by nearly 100%. The goal is to completely end the threat of polio worldwide before the end of the decade. Officials say the funding gap for the initiative is now about $440 million. Let's check in with today's weather forecast now. Today is expected to be generally dry and breezy. There is a chance of a few cloudy spells accompanying showers, which may increase during the evening, particularly over Trinidad. Winds can also become gusty near showers. Seas are moderate, with waves reaching up to 2 meters in open waters and 2.5 meters, occasionally choppy near 1 meter in sheltered areas. The forecast high is 31 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 30 across in Tobago. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's biggest developments so far. We'll have these stories and much more in our major newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, enjoy the rest of Tuesday.
क्या होती उतरन